Hello guys and welcome back. As you know, League of Legends is a multifaceted, challenging game with more than 100 champions, several lanes, multiple classes, runes and active items. Every player will find something interesting in this game, that's why we love it. But such a freedom of choice makes it quite difficult to define your role and find your main. After all, if you want to climb, you need to decide what role you want to play and who your main champion is. So in this video, we'll try to answer these questions and help you make the right choice. If you're completely new to MOBA games and League of Legends in particular, you should probably play a decent amount of normal games to try different roles and champions. The right choice is also based on your gaming experience. The richer it is, the higher the chance to find that very champion who'll raise you to the desired heights. So if you installed League of Legends just today, hop in the game and come back after 100 matches or so. Well, and if you're already an experienced player, then listen here. Now let's answer a simple question. How many roles and how many champions do you need to main? And the answer here is simple. Only one role and one champion. This will allow you to concentrate on mastering this role and the champion for a greater period of time and therefore show the maximum result. This doesn't mean you have to turn into an OTP player. No, OTPs play one champion in all their games, despite their pros and cons, regardless of their role. They don't really care about their rank. You should not be like that. But at the same time, you should not be the player who changes their main every patch, trying to adjust to the rapidly changing meta. When we say that you need to main one champion, we mean that you gotta play them 75 to 80% of the time. It's like going to university actually. When you enter, you choose one major and 2 to 3 supplementary courses. Many universities deliberately limit your choice to one major course because they know you simply won't have enough time to study 2 of them. But enough about it, let's move on to how to choose your right champion and role. To do this, you need to answer a few questions about your playstyle, your pros and cons. Let's list them. What do you like doing most of all and how can you influence the outcome of the match? Damage, support, tank, split push. Do you want to play aggressively or passively? Do you prefer chaotic actions or measured planned pace of the game? Maybe you like to engage and walk on the edge or vice versa, stand behind your allies and support them with defensive abilities. Are you into dealing damage or being an unkillable tank? Landing basic attacks or bursting down enemies with a procast? Initiating fights or interrupting enemy engages? Do you like operating alone or spending most of your time with your team? Are you a 1v1 combat enthusiast? How good are your mechanical skills, and so on and so forth? The more such questions you ask yourself, the more accurate your answer will be. So let's check out some examples. Here's my story of choosing my role and main. I've been playing League of Legends since Season 1, but before that I used to play different MMORPGs and strategies. All these years I've been playing melee champions, tanks with high survivability and low damage. I'm good at estimating enemy damage and interrupting enemy engages and abilities. My weakness, however, is keeping a distance and paying attention to positioning and kiting. A tank can live with that, but an ADC or a mage, hell no. So long-range squishy champions are definitely not my thing. Also, my ping leaves much to be desired. It means that the champions who rely on their skill shots are not quite suitable for me. Moreover, I'm not as young as most League players and my reaction and mechanics aren't what they used to be 10 years ago. That's the reason why I choose champions with simple mechanics and minimum skill shots. I enjoy being a team player, I guess that's the effect of my previous MMORPG experience. I prefer a well-planned game to a chaotic arcade. That being said, I play melee champions, tanks and fighters who can be off-tanks. My main role is jungle, as it allows me to interact with my team and control the neutral objectives. My secondary role is support, though I could play top as well. But again, there is more synergy in the bot lane. My main champions have changed many times during these 9 seasons, but I've always remained true to melee champions with no skill shots. First it was Xin Zhao, then Warwick, he had no skill shots back then Udyr, Volibear, Maokai, and now I play Shyvana and Sejuani, who got buffed at the start of the season. As for my secondary role, I prefer Leona, Braum and Nautilus. It doesn't mean you have to follow this path. Choose your own, find your comfort pick. British scientists have proved that making comfort picks is much better for your health than chasing the meta. The game should be fun. You will unlock your potential to the fullest only if you enjoy it. But what if you like different game styles and you're actually good at more than one role? We recommend choosing the one that has a higher solo carry potential. Build your champion pool. After defining your main role, you'll need a secondary one. Its playstyle should fit your primary role, so that you can still develop your skills while playing it. If you're a mid lane mage, consider adding carry supports to your pool. If you're a top laner, think of a jungler or a carry jungler. Marksmen can choose both the mid lane and the jungle, where they can play Graves or Kindred. If your main role is support, then try any other role based on your style. You need a backup for both of your roles, as your champion may get banned or counter-picked. How many of those do you need? Well, we recommend having 1 to 2 back options for your primary role and 2 to 3 for your secondary. This way you won't have to master too many champions. So let's sum it up. Choose your go-to role and main champion based on your playstyle and not on the meta. The style that brings you the most pleasure from the game and grants the most influence on its outcome. You must have 1 primary role, 1 backup, 1 main champion and 2 to 3 backup champions for each role. Pick your main in 75 to 80% of your games and try to fill in the rest of the matches. And that's pretty much it there is to say. We hope that you enjoyed this video, guys. Play, improve and climb the rank ladder. As always, thank you so much for watching and good luck in your solo queue.